Well, I don't know. It's hot. Hey, Jason here, and welcome to today's Money Mindset Study Session. So today we're going to keep talking about why you need to be conservative when it comes to money and holding on to a very conservative attitude or identity when it comes to money. So I was watching, if you watch YouTube, have you ever seen Jubilee? It's a channel that, excuse me, it's hot. It is a channel that actually, they do like one conservative versus 20 liberals or vice versa, whatever. But I was watching the one with Amanda Seal versus 20 black conservatives. And it was very interesting. It was a very interesting thing. I didn't like it as a whole. I'll be honest with you. I didn't like it at all. It made me not like her as a person, really. Her viewpoints, her arguments, but also her, there's this thing now where a lot of people believe, dude, stop asking me doing it. Don't bother me. There's this thing now where a lot of people, if you don't have these radical viewpoints of, a man can be a woman can be a man, all of this nonsense to me. And I'm not going to go deep into this stuff, but then you're just completely wrong, or you're anti-black, you're coon, Uncle Tom. And this is just stupid. It's just stupid. And us let me not even say us, black culture as a whole, the entirety, needs to check itself. There's a reason why black culture, and when I say black culture, I mean all blacks, continental, American, Caribbean, UK, we have horrible habits when it comes to money. We do not have financial literacy. We don't even proud ourselves teaching financial literacy to our children. We keep passing on poor mindsets. This is the problem. Like, yeah, and it's funny, it's coming from a person that grew up in the hood or the ghetto, whatever you want to call it. Like even to this day, my mom lives in Oak Cliff, Texas. When I was a child, I was living in Redbird, Texas. And I was go on the weekends to my grandmother in Oak Cliff, Texas. And then we finally moved to DeSoto, Texas, which was the suburb. But even in the suburbs, there were drug dealers there. All of these behaviors, I saw how they lived their lives. I saw the things that they were craving for. I understood where their mindset was at. And I'm thankful for it because their mindset stopped me from doing a lot of nonsense. That is one of the reasons why to this day, I do not drink anymore. I do not want anything controlling me. I control myself. I am a control freak. And listening to the video with Amanda Seals, it just showed me we have to grow up as a culture. We have to start taking accountability. Like, how many times have you seen, and it don't even matter where you're living, like, how many times are you seeing deadbeat dads? Guys out here, pumping their chest out because, I got all of these babies, I got this, and then they're going out drinking. That is poor behavior. That is poor habit. That is a poor mindset. Like sometimes people get mad and I get messages in the background. Oh, Jason, you need to stop saying people are poor. You need to stop saying people are poverty mindset. It's a real thing. We need to grow up. We have to stop being so damn emotional. This is why black culture is broke. Black culture is the only culture that gives every other culture millions and billions of dollars. Even here in Zambia, if you go to Carousel Mall, the Chinese are getting rich here. These people are happy here. They're living their fucking best life while Zambians are here struggling. But guess what? Zambians are still giving their money to these people. They're not out here saying, you know what, let's do some group economics. You know what, let's change what we're doing. You know what, how about we not fucking drink this weekend? We have to grow up. It's not, and I'm not just shitting on Zambians. You see it in Botswana. You see it in Zambia. You see it in Jamaica. You see it in the Virgin Islands. You see it in the United States throughout every country, every city and state. Even where I'm from in Texas, all the corner stores are owned by Indians, Pakistanis. Then you have the Chinese owning all the hair shops. We don't do anything for ourselves. We're a poor culture. This is the truth. Like, we have to start taking this stuff serious, man. Like, this is why I'm so passionate about financial literacy and financial freedom. No one is going to come save us. There's no law that anybody can make to help us. Like, it doesn't matter who's president or who's the Congress or if they're pro-black or it doesn't matter. We have to start doing stuff for ourselves. We have to start leveling up. We have to start changing our habits. And seeing her arguments and her viewpoints, I was like, this is stupid. You're playing victim. When are we going to say, you know what, man, I could have done something better. I could have done something different. That's what changed my life. Really want to change your life, you must learn financial literacy. And then you have to conserve yourself when it comes to finances. We as a culture are not conservative when it comes to finances. Conservative culture means you're not out here drinking on the weekends. Conservative culture, you're not out here courting 5, 6, and 7 different women while you got a wife and kid at home. You know, conservative culture, when it comes to finances, your children are not sleeping on the floor. You got a mattress for them. You got beds for them. You're saving your money. You're doing the right thing. They're never behind on their school fees. Like, these are the things that what it means to be a conservative. Politics doesn't mean shit. That is man-made. That is fake. Like, so many of us in Black culture, we're so caught up on things that don't matter. Money is what matters. It doesn't matter if you're in a kwacha, rand, pula, dollar, peso, whatever earning currency you're in. The money is what matters. Like, I was listening to a song yesterday and it came on. It was like, oh, money don't buy happiness. Bullshit. Money buys happiness. What it looks like is not what you think it looks like. The happiness that money buys you is not being stressed out over paying your bills. You're not worried about being put out on the street. You're not worried about if you got food on the table for your kids. That is the happiness that money buys us. It gives us the freedom to live our life. We have to start recognizing these things. Like, I was not a happy person. Hey, how you doing, Santorini? I was not a happy person when I was broke. I wasn't a happy person when I was having payday loans, car title loans, pawning stuff. None of that stuff made me happy. And guess what? Even when Barack Obama was president, the first Black president of America, I was still going through those things. Like, stop worrying about these things that are insignificant. The only thing as a Black person, or any person really, but I just want to specifically speak to Black people right now for Black culture, because like I said, we're the only culture that enters me. Because I know this is going to fall on so many deaf ears. So many are going to fight. People are going to be fighting for victimhood instead of saying, you know what, man, what you're saying, maybe I can do something. Like, I'm not even saying quit drinking like me. I'm just saying, shit, can you stop drinking one extra beer a day, one extra beer a week, and just save that money up? Save that money up for a few years and then let it do something to leave behind for your kids, your generation, something. Like, we have to change our cultural beliefs. We're toxic. Black culture as a whole is fucking toxic. It's despicable. Even for me, being in the country of Africa, which I love being in, I'm shunned here. Now, I know some people will be like, no, that's not true. That's not true. Let's be real here. As a man in his 40s with no children, even though I prioritize my finances first to make sure I could take care of any child that I have from here on out, I am shunned. The first question everybody asks me whenever they be like, oh, you here with your family? Like, no, I'm here by myself. Oh, what about your kids? Oh, I don't have kids. Then everybody get that little awkward silence. And then you can see in their mind, you can read people's mind because you can see like, oh, what's wrong with him? Oh, something must be wrong. No, it's called being responsible. Like, I didn't want to bring in another generation of poverty-minded children. I wasn't equipped to teach them yet. Like, we have to start admitting where we're lacking. Like so many time after time after time. Like even like one of my nephews, I talked to him I didn't talk to him. I messaged him on Facebook. And I was like, hey, bro, how you doing, man? How's life going for you? Oh, things are shitty. Oh, life sucks. And I was like, dude, how are you going to keep having your life being a piece of shit? And I just asked him, and then he just left me on read. It's like, what are you willing to do different to change your life? But I bet you he's out there drinking. I bet you he's out there driving stupid in cars. He's probably out there sleeping with women, possibly having more children. That is poor behavior. That is poverty mindset at its fullest. He is not conservative with his money. Like right now, I am sitting in my house. It is 1:44 in the afternoon. I am sitting in my house. I've been home all damn day. No electricity all day. I am sweating. You see, I have my sweat rag. I still have the car out there. I could be out driving, doing something. I'm sitting in my house because I'm conserving my money. I'm protecting it. And I have the cash to go out and do stuff. If I was sitting out here being liberal or having fun because I work hard and I need to play hard, I would be broke. If I was out here chasing all these different young women and stuff, I would be broke. Like there's no cheat code to this life. Life is very simple when it comes to finances. Finances is the one equality that we have in this world. Like so many people complain about, oh, I can't earn this, I can't earn it, I can't do some damn papayas growing on a tree, some mangoes on a tree. Can you do something and just chop them up and just sell them on the street? Can you do something? Like stop focusing about, oh, I want to go earn dollars. If you're not in a dollar earning country, you're not ready to earn dollars. Are you willing to pay what it costs to live in a dollar earning country? And here's the reality too. There's just as much opportunity here in currencies that are not earning dollars than there are in dollar earning currencies. Like stop thinking the other side of the grass is always greener. It's only greener if you have the money to play in that field. Zambia is greener for me because I have the money to play in the field here of business. If I didn't have the money to play into the field of business here, Zambia would suck. I'd be like, man, this place shitty. Oh, it's horrible. But I have the money to play here. Immigration is not a poor man's game. That is the game for people who've done certain things in their life, and the money is there for them to build wealth from it. That is the truth about immigration. And I'm not talking about immigration as far as going to work in another country. That's a totally different thing. The labor force is a different thing. I'm talking about for the people who go to the countries, like we look at the Chinese and the Indians that come throughout all of Africa, Central America, and even American states. They have the money to play. But they have the money to play because they're using something called group economics. They're not coming here by themselves. Like even here in Zambia, you go like towards the eastern province, you see just random, not abandoned, but empty hotels, empty houses that Chinese have built. But let's just look at Zambia because I'm here. How many real companies are really owned by Zambians? How much money of kwacha is being circulated through Zambians before it touches a foreigner's hand? Not many times. Not many times. Every time I go into a place and I be like, hey, is this a Zambian-owned company? Is it owned by a Black Zambian? Hey, is this a Zambian-owned product? Like when I was in Botswana, it was a kiosk trying to sell me African beauty supplies. And I was like, okay, so who made this? Who is it from? And then they was like, oh, it was like from Switzerland or some shit. And I was like, why am I an African? I want to buy African products from a Switzerland company. That doesn't make any sense to me. I was like, when you get a local Botswana brand, let me know and I'll buy from you. But until then, I'm not buying any Switzerland companies, products. For what? If I wanted their products, I would go to Switzerland. I have zero interest in going there. But this is what we're not understanding. We're circulating all of our money to outside communities, and then we wonder why we are not getting any benefit of it. And part of the reason is we're so focused on education instead of entrepreneurship. Like here on TikTok, one of the things I've been loving, I've been seeing a lot of college students here in Zambia, and they've been asking, they've been saying like, hey, I'm a first year college student. What is some advice that you would give me? And most of them, I've been replying to their comments like, hey, any money you're getting from the school, don't go out and drink. Don't go out and party. Don't go buy clothes to wear. You need to be focused on starting a business. If you're in college for 5 years, by the time you end that college in 5 years, if you really focused on a business, you're going to either have two things. One, business experience to understand what to do and what not to do in a business. Or number two, you're going to have a successful business. You don't even need to go work for someone now. But no one is telling these kids that. Instead, these older men are trying to get the little young girls. Oh, how about I take you to the bar? Let's go to Black. Let's go. Fuck that. We need to stop this. We are destroying our own communities. And I mean this. Like, as men, we need to start stepping up financially. As women, we need to start stepping up financially. We have to start stepping up financially and getting this information. They're trying to oversell you some shit and they can't even provide you on what to do. We need to stop this nonsense as a culture. We have to start prioritizing financial literacy. You need to become a conservative when it comes to finances. You can't be liberal and rich. There is no such thing as a liberal rich person. Go look at LeBron James. He has multiple streams of income, because after seeing that thing with Amanda Seales, it really annoyed me, because we can sit and talk about systematic racial advantage. This is why I tell most people, at the end of the day, most countries in Africa are not free, because their constitution is still to benefit certain groups of people. And now I'm not talking about the white people of today. It was written to benefit the colonizing countries. Like, though, with the mineral rights, how many countries are still paying taxes for being enslaved? How many countries are still giving up their minerals for fucking pennies on the dollar? Not even pennies on the dollar, way on the dollar. Like, here in Zambia, it is cheaper for me to go buy copper from the United States and bring it here than to get copper here from the damn mine, because there's no refineries here. That is a systematic thing to keep the people down. If they just put 3 or 4 mines in this country, how much employment would that create overnight? Like, those things are simple to solve, but those things don't matter, because even the people in charge are not understanding financial literacy and financial freedom. If they truly understood these things, they would understand how to be here as an entrepreneur. Like, I'm so sick of, like, you have people in America thinking like, oh, Africa's poor, Africa's this. Africa is not poor. The continent of Africa is the richest continent I have ever been on. I have never seen this much money and opportunities around, and I young of a population nowhere else in the world. You all have the youngest population in the world. It is crazy how young your population is and how fast you all are recycling. And when I say recycling, meaning bringing in new generations, like, it is insane. Seems like every single month here, there's new people aging into the workforce. But guess what? The problem here is there's no financial literacy or financial freedom being taught here. So because those things are not being taught, the way things need to be created are not done. But guess what's still so popular here? You never see a place run out of beer. Shit, they can run out of vegetables in the grocery store, but they're never running out of beer. They're never running out of liquor. Why is that? We've been taught to focus on the wrong thing. And this isn't just knocking Zambians. This is everywhere you go in the world. Family, I'm going to admit this. My first time having a drink, I was at a very, very young age. An age that I would, if I caught someone, for my future children, if they gave my child at the age that I was drinking any type of alcohol, I would beat the living shit out of them. I would probably be in jail for probably attempted murder. And I'm not joking. But I used to go to card games with my mom. So one of the things at the card games, if you sitting at the table, you got to drink. You got to have a drink in your hand. This ain't no place for people not drinking. I'm around people smoking cigarettes, smoking MJ and all this other stuff at a very young age. Now, it didn't mean that they was trying to force me into that, but we need to start understanding how the mind works. Gambling, drinking, smoking, cursing, people chasing out the women. Your cousin over here married, but he's trying to flirt with the other chick here that's married too. And then they end up hooking up. Like, all of these things are the things that we're teaching our future generations. Why don't we take the time to start teaching them how to do things properly so they are not learning from our mistakes? What just happened? What just happened? What? Hold on one second, YouTube. Oh my God. Come on, bro. So fucking TikTok is so damn annoying. Okay, so I just got kicked off live on TikTok. Okay, whoop-de freaking do. Okay, so YouTube, I'm just talking to you now. So what we have to start doing is we need to start passing down financial literacy. Stop making our children go through the same mistakes that we go through. You know, so many people wear that with a badge of honor, like, oh, if I did this, you could do this. I used to walk 10 miles to school. You should be able to walk 10 miles. No. Why should you do that to your child? Why should you keep starting out your children off? No. Hold on one second. Trying to see if it'll give me feedback to do the appeal. Okay. And so we need to start teaching them better things. Give them a head start. Give them a better start from where we came from. Like doing this generational cycle of, you know, passing down financial bad behaviors does not help children. It doesn't help, and it's not helping our communities. We need to get better. We need to start adopting behaviors of other communities. How many times is money cycling through your family before you actually send it to someone else? Like what I mean by that, let's say if you have 5 kids. Let's say if one child wants to be a doctor. Support that child dream to get them into a doctor. Now, okay, I'm back. This is a very frustrating live today, getting kicked off TikTok and now this. And so let's say the one child wants a grocery store. Support them to having a grocery store. Then you have another child to say, hey, I want to be a truck driver. Support them in being a truck driver. Help them get that first truck so they can be an owner operator. Now, what you need to do as a family, the doctor, that's the family doctor. The dentist, that's the family dentist. The one who owns the grocery store, let that be the family grocery store where you're buying all the goods. Maybe at home, you're starting to grow some vegetables. Maybe you have another child that loves growing, or you know someone over in the neighborhood that can grow, and you're just paying them to farm some of your land. And then you put in the food that's being farmed in the grocery store. Now, to get the grocery store to ship goods to other people, utilize the child as a truck driver. You're circulating the money within your family. Start creating family businesses. Start having the different children do different parts of the business. Let them all understand how to work together. Like, we have to change the way we're looking and approaching life. If you keep looking at life from the point of, oh, you need to go to school and get a good job, you're going to just keep creating generational poverty. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but it's the truth. Like, we have to start understanding these things. The things that are detrimental to our community is the things that we keep passing down. No matter where I go in the world, people are talking about, oh, you need a good education. Oh, you need to find a good job. Like, even here, when I first got here, it was a chick. She contacted me, but she was trying to, I guess, date or flirt or something. Like, and I wasn't interested. Like, one of my things is, if you hit me up acting like you're talking about business and then you try to switch that to dating or flirting, it's not going to fly with me. When I'm business minded, I'm business minded. And also I have control over my physical urges. So like for that, I'm going to always put money first. And so then, you know, she talking, you can tell when a person ain't serious. They start prying. Oh, where's your wife? Which just mean, oh, are you married? Where's your kids? Who's here with you? Do you stay alone? All of this nonsense ain't got nothing to do with business. And then, oh, well, where'd you go to school? I'm like, I'm a college dropout. And I said it for a reason, just to get a reaction. And then she just started berating me. Oh, well, I couldn't be with a college dropout or blah, blah, blah. My family values education. And then I let her go on her spiel for like 10, 15 minutes. And I finally told her, I'm like, for you to go to college so well, so much, and your family values so much, why are you broke? Why ain't you traveling the world doing what you want to do? And she's like, oh, what did that mean? I'm like, I'm a college dropout and I get to travel the world. I get to go live in whatever country that I want to go to. As long as it's affordable for me to where I like the exchange rate and they have a visa that I can retire, I can go to any country I want to and go live. If I can't live, I can go visit. Like, and that's somebody who's a college dropout. So I don't know, I was just like, don't sound like that degree is that great, huh? And then she just went off and started going on. And I was like, let her go off, let her get it out. Oh, okay, well, bye. I'll talk to you later. And I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, talk to you later for what? I don't even like this conversation. You wasting my damn time. You was talking about, you originally hit me up talking about, of some good price land in different places. That's the only reason I even gave you my to begin with. And so then she ended up texting me like a little bit later. Oh, I'm sorry if I came out, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, I don't care. Because I didn't care. Like, why would I care about your opinion? Like, okay, I'm back. I don't know what's going on with this YouTube, man. It just keeps reconnecting every so often. So I'm going to just go ahead and land and end this. And so let me just go ahead and land. So you need to be practicing financial literacy. Just go read a book, man. Read a book, listen to something, listen to some music that's positive around money. Do something that is going to create some brain cells for you today that is going to lead to you creating more brain cells around money, financial literacy, and financial freedom. Like, that is what it's going to take. Stop looking at everything around the world. Stop looking at whatever poverty that you may be able to see or what unfairness, what disadvantages, and start looking at what you can do. What can you do? And if you can't do something, what can you do if you come together as a group? It's so funny because, like here they have the shanty compounds. And then, people always talk about how, oh, it's just poverty, this and that. And and you look at these shanty compounds, there's so many people in there. And there's so much business transactions. If each person just put together 10 kwacha a month, 10 kwacha a month, meaning in 30 days, if you can just put together 10 kwacha each person, you know how they can change that whole shanty compound overnight in just a very short amount of time? It's like we need to start realizing if maybe we can't do it by ourselves, how can we do it as a group? And so just take some time today and just focus on something. Just focus on something. I'm not even going to make it that big of an exercise today. Focus on something. Because there's too much nonsense out here on the internet that is filling your mind with nonsense and dumb shit. And so please focus on something. And just remember this. I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how. Oh, you fucking